honestly, the Reputation tour merch was some of the best quality Taylor merch she has ever released. Like, wore it as kind of like a cape when I got it. 500 wardrobe pieces, unbelievably. Tour with a massive snake. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a Reputation tour merch haul. So this is the merch that I bought when I went to see the Reputation Stadium tour. I went to see the Reputation Stadium tour at Manchester night 1 and night 2. I also went to go to Wembley night 2 as well. It was absolutely fantastic. I was very lucky that I got to attend the Reputation Stadium tour. It is amazing. It's a fantastic tour. It's, yeah, really, really good. So let me show you what merch I got. So first up on the Reputation Stadium tour merch, we have this tour flag. So this is the gorgeous tour flag I got. It's got a picture of Taylor like this. Let me stand a little bit back. There you go. This is the tour flag. It is a pretty big tour flag. It just says Taylor Swift, Reputation, and then Stadium Tour, and it has got a picture of Taylor with like red lipstick on and her eyes are really blue, but the rest of it is black and white. So this gorgeous tour flag, honestly, I don't really put it up. I don't really have it up that much, even though it is very, very pretty, simply because it's not really my aesthetic. My aesthetic is quite like pink and like girly and stuff, like more of the aesthetic of the Eras tour, but not so much the Reputation tour. But I'm still glad I got it. I think I like wore it as kind of like a cape when I got it on Manchester night 2. It's also very easy to store because obviously you can just kind of like roll it up a little bit, which is great. And it does have like little hooks at the top if you want to like hook it up. Personally, I prefer the Eras Tour tapestry more than this. I think it's slightly better quality just because it's a tapestry rather than like the kind of flag material, whereas this is kind of just like normal flag material, as you can see there. It's also got 2 of these hooks that you can kind of hook onto your wall if you want to have it on your wall. Now there was a point in time during the Reputation tour time, so 2018, that I did have it on my wall, but now she is mainly just kind of in storage. Next up we have the Reputation official tour book. I absolutely love tour books. Tour books are one of my favourite Taylor Swift tour merch. I love them. I'm gutted we didn't get one from the Eras tour. What I really love about this tour book is if you've got the Reputation magazines, so you've got the Reputation magazines and you line them up, they all line up. So the Reputation magazine, the tour book, all line up together and look beautiful. So I really love that. The tour book is thicker than the magazine just because it's like better quality paper, because it's more kind of like cards, because obviously it's a commemorative tour program rather than the magazines, which are meant to be like magazines, so they're more kind of paper. So let's have a look at this tour book. This is like the red tour book where you open it up and on that first page it has like this little like kind of cardboard opener. So it opens up, it says Reputation Stadium Tour with that newspaper print, as well as a photo of the Reputation tour with all the light up wristbands there, and it does say something at the start of this. So this bit is really cool. In the other tour programs there's not kind of like this prologue, but this one does have kind of like prologue, so let's read it out. Here's to the tour that taught me that your real friends really don't care about the he said, she said. Here's to the moments when we've all forgotten about all the things that scare us, the things we're insecure about, and in spite of them, we jumped around together under flashing lights, fireworks and confetti. To the times I learned by watching you sing along to every song, that my greatest triumph in life has been finding the ones who like me for me, and that even in your worst times, they can see the best in you. Here's to the musical family I get to share the stage with and all the things they've sacrificed in their lives to be able to sing, play, and dance as well as they do. Here's to our extraordinary crew and the days they spend away from the ones they love so that we can stand under the lights and play for you. Here's to the people who work at the stadiums and help clean up the glitter on the floor after the party. Here's to getting smarter and harder in the nick of time, but still remaining delicate enough to care deeply for the ones you can trust, and brave enough to stay when it's hard or it's wrong, or we're making mistakes. Here's to life teaching us lessons, and us learning, growing, dancing, and changing together. Everything I've learned about a reputation and how little it really means when defined by those who do not know you. I've learned from the fans whose spirits lit up these stadiums. Thanks to you, I'm doing better than I ever was. Love, Taylor. So I really love that we've got like a little thing for there. You've got the table of contents, so it's got the live songs. It's also got behind the scenes photography, and then the interludes that she's got between Look What You Made Me Do and Getaway Car, as well as things from the bands and dancers, rehearsal, tour facts, set designs, and tour dates. So first up, we've got like the set list in programs. So the first song on the Reputation set list was Ready For It. So you've got a picture from the Ready For It performance. And then you've got Taylor during the Ready For It performance with her like silhouette there. You've also got that black bodysuit she wore, that black sparkly bodysuit, as well as those thigh highs she wore, which were iconic. Next up was I Did Something Bad. So you've got the dancers and Taylor dancing together, and then she's taken off that jacket with the hood she wears for Ready For It, and she's just got the bodysuit on. Then we've got this amazing mashup she did with Style, You Belong With Me, and Love Story, wearing that same bodysuit from I Did Something Bad. We love that. Then we obviously then have another page that says about You Belong With Me. Next up, we've got Look What You Made Me Do. This has a picture from like the interlude before Look What You Made Me Do began, where she's like around with snakes and stuff. It's really cool. If you get the chance to watch it, have a look at it. It's so good. Then you've got the pictures from the performance of Look What You Made Me Do, where Taylor's wearing this like jacket with like snake prints on, the microphone is gold with a snake. It's so cool. Honestly, the Reputation tour was very cool. More pictures from the Look What You Made Me Do performance with the giant inflatable snake. That snake has been called by Taylor Karen, so if you're curious, it's Karen with a Y. Then we've got the Encame performance, where she takes off that coat and she's wearing this black bodysuit. And then we've got King of My Heart, so she does the King of My Heart performance on this big kind of like tilting stage, which is so cool. More pictures from King of My Heart performance. Then we've got the Delicate performance Taylor did with a sparkly rainbow dress. She did change this dress up for some performances, so sometimes she didn't wear this sparkly dress, and then she flew through the crowd on a little like sparkly kind of lift. Then we've got Shake It Off, she did with Camila Cabello and Charlie XCX, who were the opening acts. Then we've got Dancing With Our Hands Tied. She also did a surprise song at this point. If you're curious, the surprise songs I got, so Manchester Night 1 was I Knew You Were Trouble, Manchester Night 2 was I Don't Want to Live Forever, and Wembley Night 2 was 15 because it was the 15th show of the tour. Then we've got Blank Space, so she takes off this jacket she's wearing, and she's wearing this like really cute bodysuit. Then we've got Dress, so she puts on like a little like kind of dress. Again, very cool. Then she performs Bad Blood remix with Shoulda Said No and flies back to the main stage from the B stages. Then we have Don't Blame Me. More pictures from the Don't Blame Me performance, which was a beautiful performance, may I say. Long Live, which she mashed up with New Year's Day, and she performed on the piano, and she wears that same dress she wore during Don't Blame Me. And fun fact, when I saw Taylor at Wembley Night 2, after she performed this, she didn't go off the stage like she normally does. She then started singing Angels by Robbie Williams, and Robbie Williams joined her, which was possibly the most surreal thing I have ever experienced ever. Then we've got the Getaway Car interlude, which has the Why She Disappeared poem. So I will read this for you if you don't know the Why She Disappeared poem. This is also in one of the Reputation magazines as well. When she fell apart. Cracked her bones on the pavement she once decorated as a child with sideboard chalk. When she crashed, her clothes disintegrated and blew away with the winds that took all of her fair weather friends. When she looked around, her skin was splattered with ink, forming the words of 1,000 voices, echoes she heard even in her sleep. Whatever you say, it is not right. Whatever you do, it is not enough. Your kindness is fake. Your pain is manipulative. When she lay there on the ground, she dreamed of time machines and revenge, and a love that was really something, not just the idea of something. When she finally rose, she rose slowly, avoiding old haunts and sidestepping shiny pennies, wary of phone calls and promises, traumas, dandies, and get-love quick schemes. When she stood with a desolate knowingness, waded out into the dark, wild ocean up to her neck, bathed in brokenness. Said a prayer of gratitude for each chink in her armour she never knew she needed. Standing broad-shouldered next to her was a love that was really something, not just the idea of something. When she turned to go home, she heard the echoes of new words. May your heart remain breakable, but never by the same hand twice. And even louder, without your past, you could never have arrived, so wondrously and brutally, by design or some violent, exquisite happenstance, here. And in the death of her reputation, she felt truly alive. So that's the Getaway Car interlude that she said she did. She said that before she then performed Getaway Car, and basically there was like Taylor in a car and there was like flares. It was a very cool kind of like visual performance. Then she did Getaway Car, which she performed with this sparkly dress and the sparkly coat. Then it's Call You What You Want. She takes off that sparkly coat, and then it's the We Are Never Getting Back Together mix. She does a mashup with This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things, and there was a fountain. It was really cool. It was such a great performance to see. quality. And fun fact, I was in the right snake pit, and when they have that fountain, it's got real water in, and yes, you do get wet when the dancers are like spraying with it. Then you've got the band and vocalists, as well as dancers, so you've got headshots of all of these people. Then you've got some rehearsal pictures of Taylor there with some of the inflatable snakes and her at the piano. They're black and white ones. Then we've got some colourful ones as well of her rehearsing different things. And we've got more of Taylor rehearsing with a band, doing kind of like a thing with a band to prepare for the show. Then we've got some tour facts. Let's read these out for you. A team of 85 people worked for 5 months to produce the content you see on the LED video wall and stage. 103 instruments were used, 56 stringed, 37 keyboard, 8 percussion machines, and 2 complete drum kits. There were 53 shows in 36 cities. So there was an LED video wall, LED video stage, snake gondola, and constellation gondola. LED wall is made up of 12 columns that creates 30 plus looks throughout the show. 500 wardrobe pieces, unbelievably, 4 continents, 7 countries. It takes 6 747s and 8 67 trucks to move this tour around the world. 6 747s, they are massive planes. At the LED video wall, so the LED video wall is made up of 12 columns and creates 30 plus looks throughout the show. 120,000 rivets were installed into the LED video wall. The number of pixels in the LED video wall and stage is approximately 8.3 million. So it's a big stage. Then we've got a picture of Taylor performing Look What You Made Me Do with that giant snake. You've also got Taylor's microphone. So you've got the plain black ones. These are ones she uses, when it's raining, because these are waterproof. So these waterproof ones. Then she's got a black microphone with like the Reputation print, a sparkly green one, a gold one with like a gold snake on the outside, a sparkly rose gold one, and then one similar to that black one, but it's inverted. So it's a white one with the Reputation print on. Then it ends with all the different dates in the cities, so it says where Taylor did the tour. It's got this fantastic photo of one of the crowds in one of the stadiums with the let-out wristbands, a photo of Taylor again, and then on the back it's got a photo of Taylor doing ready for it, and it has Taylor's website, taylorstuff.com, Taylor's Instagram, and Taylor's Twitter. So that is the full tour program. For anyone curious, I think I've fully gone through that. That is everything in the tour program. Next up, t-shirts. So there were some gorgeous t-shirts on the Reputation tour. Honestly, the Reputation tour merch was some of the best quality Taylor merch she has ever released. A lot of it is oversized in terms of the jumpers, but the t-shirts were relatively true to size. So this first one is a black t-shirt with a picture of Taylor kind of like cut up. It says Reputation Stadium Tour. On the back, again, it says Reputation Stadium Tour, and it's got a list of those cities where Taylor performed, so you can see there. And then we have another one as well. This is another photo of Taylor for the photo shoot. It says Reputation down the side in gold, and then on the back you've got the same thing where it has the cities of the Reputation tour. Next up, we've got this black snake hoodie. I absolutely love this. So it is a hoodie, but it's got a zip, so you can make it into not a hoodie. It's really cool. Very, very oversized. I got this in a small, but it's basically a dress, but it is really gorgeous. So it looks like this. It did have a little thing on the, like, pocket here. I've got the same one on the jacket, so I'll show you that later, but my mum took that off to have on her keyring. So there's nothing on the sleeves, but on like the back of where the hood is, it says Reputation Tour. So like when you have the hood like unzipped, that's what it looks like. And then on the actual back, you've got this beautiful design that says Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour with a massive snake. There you go. Honestly, so beautiful. I love this jumper. It is the comfiest thing in the world when I tell you. The white one is a slightly different design. So rather than having that zip that you can unzip and zip to make it into a hoodie, this just has a normal hoodie. So this one on the front is a smaller design. So it just has like a little snake on the front there. But then on the hood it says Reputation. So it says Reputation on the actual hood there when you've got it up. And then on the sleeve it says Taylor Swift on the sleeve. And then on the back, it says Taylor Swift Reputation Tour. It's a very similar print with that snake, but obviously because it's a white hoodie, it's got a black design. These are really good quality, really thick. They are very, very oversized. They do bear that in mind if you are going to buy them from resale places. They are very oversized, but they are good quality and they are so comfortable. And then last but not least, we have this gorgeous coat. So we got this like green khaki kind of coat. So on the sleeve, it says Reputation, like the white snake hoodie. On the front, it's got a T and an S. So you've got a T and an S on the front there on the hoodie. On the actual hood itself on this jacket, it says a T and an S as well. As you can see, it's a small. Again, it's oversized as well. They're all oversized, but fantastic quality. And then the design on the back is the same that's on those jumpers. It's in black, and it says Reputation Stadium Tour. It's got a T and an S, and then a big snake design. And then it's got that little like kind of thing on the pocket here that just says Reputation. My mum actually took it off the jumper to have as a keyring, because it can use as a keyring because it comes off really easily. So there you go, that is the gorgeous jacket. This again is really good quality. Honestly, I don't really wear these things enough because again, I'm kind of like a pink girl, even though the pockets are great because it's got a button on the pocket, and if you're curious, it's not a zip, it's like a button-up coat. Because it's not really my like aesthetic. I still like them because sometimes I do still wear them, but like I don't wear them as often as some of like my Lover merch and stuff, because that's kind of more like my aesthetic personally. But I do still really love them, and I'm very grateful that I got them. The Reputation Stadium Tour was definitely an experience. It was fantastic. I had different seats for the different shows I went to. So I was at the back of floor for the Manchester Night 1, so when Taylor walks through the crowd, I was very lucky that I got barrier for that. During Manchester Night 2, I was right snake pit, and again I got barrier for that. And then for Wembley Night 2, I actually won the tickets from Instax. Thank you so much for Instax for doing that competition. I won those tickets, and I was in the lower tier, so the stage was there, lower tier. Fantastic, because you get different views of the stage from different points, because obviously when you're on the floor you can't see that LED stage, whereas when you're in the stands you can. You get better views of the wristbands when you're in the stands, or when you're on the floor, because the stage is so high up. If you were in any of those snake pits, the right or left, it's very difficult to see anything on the other catwalk or on the B stage, whereas obviously you don't have that same issue when you're in the stands. So it was very fun to see the tour from different angles. You know, you got to kind of experience honestly a whole new tour from different things that you couldn't see things on one show, but then you notice them on another. It was really great. I love the Reputation Stadium Tour. It was on Netflix. There was a full film on Netflix. It's been removed now. We don't know what's going to happen with it. If it'll go somewhere else, if a different streaming service will buy it. Hopefully they will. But yeah, that is all of my Reputation merch. That is my Reputation merch haul. I hope you like this video. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. That would be so cool. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video. And as always, have a great day.